Life insurance can feel like this impossibly complex topic, especially when you're trying to figure it all out for yourself and your family right here in Georgia. So today, we're going to break it all down piece by piece. So have you ever felt completely lost trying to find the right policy? Trust me, you are not alone. With all the different options and all the fine print, it is so easy to feel totally overwhelmed. But it really doesn't have to be that way. Let's think of it like a puzzle, right? Right now, all the pieces might feel scattered all over the table. Our goal here is to put them together, one by one, until a really clear picture of your family's security starts to take shape. So let's start with that first, most important piece of the puzzle, just decoding your options. There are basically three main types of life insurance out there, and each one is built for a totally different need. Okay, first up, we've got term life. This is usually the most straightforward and affordable choice you can make. You get coverage for a specific term, say 20 or 30 years, and that makes it super powerful when you've got your biggest financial responsibilities, like a mortgage or raising kids. Next, there's whole life insurance. And yeah, the name pretty much says it all. It's a policy designed to cover you for your entire life. It's permanent protection, and the premium is locked in. It never changes, which of course is why it's a bigger investment from the get-go. And finally, we have universal life. Think of this one as another permanent insurance option, but with one key difference: flexibility. It gives you that lifelong coverage, just like whole life, but, and this is a big but, it lets you adjust your premiums and your benefits as life changes. It just gives you more control. So when you see them all laid out like this, side by side, the trade-offs get a lot clearer, right? Term life is your best bet for affordability over a specific time. Whole life is all about absolute permanence. And universal life, well, it hits that sweet spot in the middle. Permanence with flexibility. The most important thing here is just figuring out which one lines up with your long-term goals. Okay, so once you've got a handle on the type of policy, the next piece of the puzzle just clicks right into place. How much coverage do you actually need? So how much is enough? Well, a really common rule of thumb is to aim for coverage that's somewhere between 10 to 15 times your current annual income. Now, I know that might sound like a lot, but it's not just some random number. It's a calculation that gives you a really solid starting point, and here's what it's actually designed for. That big number is so important because it's meant to be a true financial safety net. It's there to handle all the big stuff, replacing your income so your family's lifestyle doesn't have to change, wiping out major debts like your mortgage, making sure the money's there for your kids' education, and even hoping to secure your spouse's retirement. Okay, so even with all this information, I get it. Navigating the market and the whole application process can still feel pretty daunting. But the good news is you don't have to do it alone. There's a way to make this entire thing so much simpler. Just think about this for a second. What if you could offload 90% of the work? That's exactly what a professional life insurance advisor can do for you. They handle pretty much all of the research and the application stuff. And that means less paperwork, way less stress, and more of your time back. And a huge part of that 90% is just the heavy lifting of shopping around. Here in Georgia, these experts will compare rates from more than 20 different insurance companies to find the most competitive deal out there for you, saving you a ton of time and money in the process. So the whole process becomes incredibly manageable. It's a really simple path. You start with a consultation so they can understand your goals, then they do a deep dive comparing rates, and finally they give you direct help with the application itself. It's all designed to be completely straightforward. And that brings us to the real takeaway from all of this. Because getting life insurance, it isn't just about policies and premiums. It's really about something so much more important. Because ultimately, this isn't just about a piece of paper. It's about knowing. Truly knowing that no matter what happens, the people you care about the most will be financially secure. That right there, that is the real value, achieving true peace of mind. So we'll leave you with this final thought. Just understanding your options, that's the essential first step, and you've taken it today. The real question now is, what's the next step you're going to take to secure your legacy and protect your family's future?